What's happening, guys? Niz is here once again, bringing you a domination gameplay on Hazard, I believe it's called. This is the first ever game I had on Hazard, so I wasn't very familiar with the map. As far as I know, it's a remake of a World at War map. I can't remember that name, but yeah, that's that. This game, it's not. I won't say it's bad, but it's more of the average kind of game that I get. I'm not gonna ruin the score by telling you now, but this is what I usually get, because you know, since I started, I've kind of been cherry picking games, just putting up good ones, and I'm not gonna say this is bad because I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it's average, and it's what I usually get. So yeah, that's that. What was I going to say? God, riots, eh? Yeah, so I don't really know all that much about the riots, so I'm not really in any sort of place to comment on them, really, other than the fact that I think it's ridiculously stupid. As far as I know, the whole riot began purely because a police officer shot a criminal, and he had a very justified reason for shooting the criminal. And apparently people don't like the fact that police can kill people if they are, well, not needed to be killed, but if they did, I won't even say deserve to be killed, but if you're going to do something that's going to provoke a police officer to shoot you, you know, that is your own fault. Don't get me wrong, but I don't feel sorry for the person who got shot. You know, if he's doing something wrong, he's doing something wrong. But yeah, since it started, there's been a lot of copycat rioting. There's been riots in Manchester recently, and as far as I know, Manchester's actually kind of ceased rioting, and they've actually started cleaning everything up. But that's not the point. It's a lot of places, you know, if you can just search for it, and there's buildings being looted and then set on fire. I've seen this one picture of a lady having to jump from the second story of a house just because it was on fire, and you know, she would have died if she hadn't done that. And it's selfish people like that, not the lady being selfish, but it's selfish people who, you know, just, they don't think. For the sake of looting a new television, they've ruined the place they live, and they're gonna look back in 2 or 3 days when all of this stops, and they're gonna realise that they've just ruined the area they live. They've ruined everything for themselves for the sake of very little, and no doubt they'll be paying for it in the long run. But yeah, I don't want to get into this purely because it's kind of big, and I get kind of irritated by things like this, so yeah, let's not, because I don't want to rant on about things that people don't particularly care about. But yeah, so this gameplay, I can't really, what the hell was that? I can't really remember all that much of this gameplay, other than the fact that it was the first game that I had on Hazard. And yeah, I didn't do too bad. Like I said, I think I got nearly a 3KD. Yeah, nearly a 3KD. I don't think it was quite there. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I don't know what else to talk about now. I feel like I need to talk a little bit more about these ridiculous goings-ons, but I don't need to say anything because I'm sure everybody already knows. That said, I did watch a video on YouTube of a radio show presenter with a phone call from Hulk Hogan, and he was going on about how he wants to body slam the youths of England, and I fully agree. And that guy got lucky there. I do not usually revive people who are in second chance because I hate second chance. Because if he was on the other team in the other round, I wouldn't want somebody to revive him, and you know, it's just second chance. It's the worst perk in the game. And in all fairness, I used it at one point. I think we all used it at one point. That was lucky. I don't think I've got lightweight on this class. But yeah, what to say really? I've got a few minutes left. Yeah, well, over the past couple of days, I've been playing with you guys. I've been sending you people not friend requests, like game invites and whatnot. Inviting you all to games, inviting you to play with me, and I'd like to say thank you to everybody who did join, and hopefully we can do this more often. I know it's kind of difficult with some people because it's either I'll get, you American peeps will join, and then either I'll have a bad connection or I'll be in a team of like people close to me, and they'll all kind of have a good connection, and like a random American that joins or whoever from a different place will join and they have a bad connection. So I apologise for that, but there's really not much else I can do. Yeah, I wasn't even going to use this gameplay. That was lucky. Care package. I don't even remember this game at all. But yeah, I wasn't actually going to use this gameplay purely because of how old it is. But do I get this guy? No, I don't get that guy. Yeah, I wasn't going to use this. Oh, I am using lightweight. Yeah, I wasn't going to use this gameplay because of how old it is. But the past 2 or 3 days, I've been playing ridiculously. That's how you say it, not ridiculously. Sounds like a 6-year-old. Oh, that's nice. B-52. Oh, shoot for a rock. Sit down. But yeah, I've been playing really bad for the past couple of days. I've had games like this. Maybe 2 to 3 KD, but there's nothing that I'd say is YouTube worthy. I've got the Subscriber Saturday video ready. Again, it's not the best of videos, but it's something that a lot of you have been asking for, and it's something that I said that I wouldn't do. And I'm pretty certain that if you've been watching my videos and you've watched a specific video that I said that I wouldn't do this, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I got a fairly decent score, so I'll put that up. Yeah. I don't think there's much else to report on that front. That was a nice grenade, and I never get lucky grenades. But yeah, there's not really much else to do. The game's kind of winding down now. We're at 191 to 63. It's either 63 or 83. I'm watching it on a little screen. Yeah, I think we're winding down towards the end of the game. So I will say thank you for watching. And thank you for listening to my views on the whole rioting situation. I'm sure all of you have views of your own, and I would love to hear them. Feel free to drop a comment of what you think. Even if you're not from England, I'd appreciate that. And I've rambled on too much, and I will add a clip because I've got a nice little clip from Summit to put on the end, so I will do that. Yes. But yeah, so thank you very much, guys. Drop me a like, a dislike if you feel the need to. But if you do drop me a dislike, like I always say, drop me a comment as to why you've disliked the video, and just so I can improve myself, so to speak. Yes. And that is that, guys. Drop me a comment. Tell me what you liked, disliked about the video. That's kind of what I just said. Yeah, any different types of gameplays you'd like? I know I've posted TD and Dom so far, but I'm partial to a bit of S&D and such, so if you'd like to see anything else, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. Yes, and that's that, guys. Once again, thanks for watching, and Niz is out. Peace.